This is Gallant Fox by Sir Galahad III out of Marguerite by Celt. Thousands jammed the Pimlico racecourse for the 55th running of the Preakness Stakes. Prominent spectators were Vice President Charles Curtis and his sister, Mrs. Gallant, shown here with Matt Dager, then General Manager of Pimlico. "11 cracked 3-year-olds paraded to the post for the mile and 3/16 test. Starter Jim Milton had his troubles with the boys at the barrier and imposed a few fines. They're off, with Snowflake, Gallant Fox, and Crack Brigade first away. And as the field came down past the stands, it was Tetrarchal and Crack Brigade battling for the lead. Going into the first turn, Gallant Fox was 8th and in trouble. That's me, Clem McCarthy, broadcasting the race from Pimlico that day, telling the radio audience how, as they came off the turn, Sandy took Gallant Fox to the outside and moved up with the leaders. It was a duel now between Crack Brigade and Gallant Fox. In the stretch, it was Gallant Fox in the lead, and Crack Brigade right alongside. But Gallant Fox and Earl Sandy pulled away to win the Preakness by 3/4 of a length. Despite the weather, Churchill Downs was packed for the 56th running of the Kentucky Derby. England's Lord Derby, whose family name was given to Britain's greatest race, was a distinguished visitor and posed for the cameras with Joseph E. Widener and Colonel Matt Wynne. 14 3-year-old colts and 1 filly paraded to the post in the rain over a good track. Gallant Fox wore number 7, and Earl Sandy, trying for his 3rd Derby victory, was in the saddle. It was a good start from the gate, and the field roared down past the stands with the filly Alcibiades setting the pace. Colonel Bradley's Buckeye Poet was 2nd, Tannery 3rd. Gallant Fox was in close quarters as the 15 thoroughbreds raced for the first turn, and it was still the Hal Price Headley filly Alcibiades in the lead. As the field went into the backstretch, they had stepped the first quarter in 23-1, and the half in 47-4 over this wet track. In the stretch, it was Gallant Fox in the lead, with Gallant Knight and Crack Brigade. The Fox of Bel Air was too much for them, and Sandy brought him on to win easily. It was the 3rd Kentucky Derby victory for Earl Sandy, and another 3-year-old triumph for Gallant Fox. And so Gallant Fox and Earl Sandy went to the winner's circle for the blanket of roses and the famous Kentucky Derby Cup. In the Belmont Stakes, 4 3-year-olds in the 1.5-mile classic. Gallant Fox on the inside goes right to the front with Questionnaire, Swinfield, and Which One following him in that order. This was the big test for Gallant Fox and Sandy. Coming into the home stretch, Gallant Fox went wide. but he maintained his lead and pulled away from which one to win the Belmont Stakes by 4 lengths. Thus, Gallant Fox duplicates Sir Barton's feat of winning the Preakness, Kentucky Derby, and Belmont Stakes, America's Triple Crown. A truly great 3-year-old, one of the great thoroughbreds of all time, bred and owned by William Woodward and trained by James Fitzsimmons, Gallant Fox.